Yeah. Get me a beef Wellington made right. I'm talking proper duxelle, Parma ham, and don't skimp on the red wine sauce.
You do realise they don't have any of that?
Don't be fooled, Bagley. Every restaurant has a secret menu.
I'll have something nice sent around to you later. Right now, we've got work to do.
I'm glad we understand each other.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emmett Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
Acknowledged.
I have a call from... Strange? This isn't what...
Stop! You fucking idiots!
Who the fuck is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIR's Counter-Terrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
It's all right, Bagley.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep our operative close to use as leverage. You should find him wherever you find Child.
Let's fan out! Be quick about it!
Area clear, moving on!
Quick! Full sweep of the area!
Drone, do a sweep of this sector.
Surrender yourself.
Stick to procedure.
I hear gunshots!
Right, I'm ending this now.
Confirm hit!
Suspect is here. Nobody's here. Searching elsewhere. Where are you hiding? No sign of... Nothing here. Redirecting. bloody fool.
Yeah.
It's still looking.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you're stupid?
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything's set at your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said you were doing that.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
So we're just supposed to trust you now?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
Are we saying Malik is the mastermind behind Zero Day? Incredible.
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
Let's just do it. He played us, and I don't like to be played. Plus, it's the best way to get our friend back.
Right then. What's our next move?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
Nothing wrong with the classics. Get him in the open and shoot him.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Don't you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Thanks, Bags, but the just shoot him idea works for me.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Do you have Emma, Child?
Hit a snag with that, actually. Can we meet up?
What happened?
She knew we were coming, which could mean we have a leak. Can we meet, please? Maybe Piccadilly?
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
Bagley, what do you think?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Cool. Let's talk to Child. I want a full squad for what happens next.
Capital.
Yes. What?
We're all set. Give us our mate back and Bagley will give you the info.
You can have them when Richard is dead.
Then we walk. Your choice.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
You ain't working.
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
You okay?
Blood, you know me. I'm not scared of being locked up. Not by Emmett Child. Not by anybody. I'm a bounce if that's cool.
Brilliant.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get someone over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Emmett Child for you.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
You promise not to shoot me too?
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Okay, excellent.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this dead sick prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't like this at all, man.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, little help here, please.
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
I've got this.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik.
We need work.
That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What's going on here?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
Are we made?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
What the fuck is going on here?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emmett Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Yeah, I'll get right on that, dickhead.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
You're gonna eat lead, mate.
Get out of there, now!
Fuck! Child was in that building.
It's too late. Fucking run!
I'm putting an end to this. Over. Use a pursuit intervention technique.
Poor thing. We've another one to mourn.
Sadly, that operative has gone on to the big safe house in the sky.
Hey, fam. Anyone know why I'm suddenly wanted? Like, I wasn't even doing anything this time.
I'm having the same problem.
It seems Malik wasn't bluffing. Your faces are all over the news, and not in a cool way.
That cheeky cock. Badly, we need everyone at the safe house for a debriefing.
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
They deserve more than this Da Vinci, it was like nothing to touch on, man. So sick. We've all had to get a bit tougher and stronger.
DedSec Toronto is gone.
What? What do you mean, gone?
They've all been arrested. For the embassy bombing. Every last one.
Dear God.
We need to get to Malik. The sooner the better, unless we want DedSec to completely disappear. What's up with Camden? They say the place is getting thick with Kelleys.
Damn.
Queen Kelley's dead. Long live the Queen, right? They'll find someone just as bad or worse.
A crime family that old and powerful takes a bit of time to go away.
So, that's it then, huh? We keep running around in circles and nothing ever changes?
Nothing changes? Love, we just freed thousands of people from slavery. We can tackle one problem at a time, and saving people, a lot of people, is worth our time.
You know what? You might be right.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him.
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism, Richard Malik, issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building and
You get the idea. You're fucked.
We're going extinct out here. Let's kill the little shithead.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
Actually, we've been thinking about that. Bagley, on screen.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on Zero Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on Zero Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about Zero Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Am I stuttering? The whole album.
SIRS Counter-Terror Director Malik personally oversaw an investigation that uncovered the true identities of every operative in DedSec's London cell. Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
Sorry, got Albion to deal with already. Listen, or I speak for your salvation. Your spirit cannot be clear.
Pleasant fellow, isn't he?
I can see why he might be in a bad mood. Albion just placed him under severe data restriction.
Why?
Well, he's been looking into a couple of their field officers' dodgy side project. You know how Albion feels about transparency.
I'd like to know what's got the mercs soiling their trousers.
Right, here's the coordinates of the goons in question. See if you can't work out what they're up to.
Drone, follow me.
I've arrived. What do we need to do?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
What do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Well done, young man.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. In order to access the Filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? I believe the phrase is not on your fucking life.
0 Day? No, I mean sirs. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Mind your own business.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
I won't hesitate to shoot you. Damn it, not now. My bloody car's jammed.
Give me a break. No sign yet. Don't see anyone. I'll go over there.
It's like they just vanished.
Needs to get this shit on camera.
Unfucking believable. Prick. This tech is such bollocks.
Shit. Security is shutting off.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
I beg your pardon?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
I'm open to ideas.
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
I'm open to ideas.
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Right. So you mean we'll unplug it and plug it back in?
Close enough.
This would be kicking the hornet's nest, I reckon.
There's no sign of them. Send a description with the report.
Could you do something about this drone? We can't seem to take a fucking hint. Fuck off, you stupid drone. This isn't a picnic and I haven't got any jam. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Could you shoot this drone down? I'd ask it politely to go away, but I'm afraid I don't speak dipshit. This microwave drone's been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Bugger off, you clinging little bastard. No, I am not your new daddy. This microwave drone is starting to be a real problem over here. Please stop this microwave drone. Please stop this microwave drone. Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bombs were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny, that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Please stop this microwave drone. Please stop this microwave drone. Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise, and it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the Secretary.
Please stop this microwave drone. Please stop this microwave drone. Please stop this microwave drone. Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail, and that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though.
Engaging hostile target.
What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little sign-offs you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Nicely done, young man. Now let's catch ourselves a weasel.
With pleasure. integrated with filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh, no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto-drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
System must be acting on. What now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
If Bagley can't kill him, I will. Unless you have a reason not to.
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Well, now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
We have your number, Malik. You were behind the embassy bombing, and Tone, and all the others. It's time to fess up to it, young man.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew all about Zero Day when we spoke.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you aren't a Zero Day, you've been a naughty young man. And may you rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going on.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye.
From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello. This is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once-free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times, it's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract extension negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona or Bayern Munich. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low, although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or via Albion, their chosen violent crime contractors who provide such a very valuable bargain service of beating people up, well, it's probably not quite as low as the figures suggest.
I don't know. I think they're probably right. Who has the opportunity to commit violent crime these days anyway? The moment you pick up a fruit knife, you get tasered by a robot policeman and deported for looking Bulgarian. It's a much more peaceful society. It's just much less of a society.
I want to know the details of the contracts, Alice. I mean, are they paid per dissident duffed up? Is it a set rate for each extrajudicial state mugging? And what is that rate? What do you think?
Well, they certainly look like they're trying to hit a quota of some kind.
Well, what is the set rate? Is it, 99.95 cryptos bargain? Seems very reasonable indeed. I imagine they don't ask too much anyway, because it's just so nice to get paid for doing your hobby anyway, isn't it? I imagine it doesn't even feel like work.
I mean, who needs violent crime anymore anyway? You know, you can just starve to death without even starting a gang war.
We do have to ask, exactly what does the Prime Minister make of all this? Let's ask him. Oh, I hope they pick up. Hello, you're through to number 10 Downing Street. Hello, is the Prime Minister there, please? Let me just check. Sorry, you've missed him. I'm afraid he's popped out for the decade. Oh, never mind. Is there anyone else I can talk to? Yes, of course. There's a shady cabal of vested interests who control him and prop him up in power. Great, I'll have a chat with them then.
Oh, Andy, remember when you could get away with prank calls without people coming around to your house to beat the shit out of you?
Oh, happy time.
You're listening to The Bug.
Did you think the Prime Minister will ever come back?
I don't think we've ever had a Prime Minister.
Well, that's a much more reassuring way of looking at things. What have we become, Alice? When you look at the state of our politics, we're supposed to have the mother of parliaments. Well, this is one mother that has emphatically abandoned her kids in the woods to be brought up by wolves. And let me tell you, that never works out like it does in the stories. Wolves are bad parents, unless you're a wolf, in which case they can do a job bringing you up as a wolf. Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? Oh, I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on The Bug this week, a new feature, the Bug Off feature. The person who has most irritated us in Britain this week, we're going to tell to bug off. And to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel Cass. Look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess Historically, there is a precedent. The East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol. But crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its 250,000 strong army in London. It did it a long way away, out of sight, out of mind. Anyone to nominate for the bug off, Alice?
I think today's bug off for me goes to my streaming service. I'm sick of being recommended things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television dating shows. I did not want to know that about myself. I have to go sit in a corner and cry.
That's it from the bug. Don't forget the live show that is so secret it is definitely not happening at the usual time and place this month. Definitely not. And definitely do not tell anyone not to come to it. It's definitely not happening. Usual time and place. Bye-bye.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Show me, please.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Sealed himself off. First.
I think I've got something. in here.
I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the...
Come on, shake your ass. £10 and I'll do a handstand. Get that stick out of your ass and boogie.